Hey guys, what's up? Roger here, and welcome to 10 Mile Creations. Now, typically I release a video on Thursdays, and I kind of went down a rabbit hole. I don't know what happened. So, in a previous video, we did that case for that Raspberry Pi, and I just got in my mind yesterday that I was going to actually do something with it. So I went ahead and installed the operating system and kind of got it set up, and then was running it headless, kind of SSH into it and seeing what I could do. Went down a bit of a rabbit hole with some Python script, and then I realized that the product I created, not only would I not use, but the vast majority of 3D printing businesses wouldn't use either, but it was kind of cool. So I guess it wasn't a complete waste of the day, but I will say that it put me behind, and by the time I figured out, I'm like, hey, I should be doing something else right now, it was 5 o'clock. So yeah. Now lately, as one of my products is starting to pick up some speed, I'm starting to think about expanding into additional products. Now, one of the problems is that original product was suggested to me by a plumber because it solved a problem that he had. Now, the problem is I'm not a plumber, nor am I a carpenter or whatever else might be out there. And because of that, I don't have access to what they do every day. And really, the best products are ones that just make their life a little more simple. So sure, if you're a carpenter, you probably carry things around every day and you just take for granted that you have to carry it. You never really think about, maybe if I had this thing, you could organize me a little bit better, and then that would make things easier for me. So because they don't think about it and I'm not around them to see them do it, it creates some difficulty. Sure, I can go to Home Depot and I can walk around and look at tools and say, oh, well, I could create a shroud for that. Or, I can create a cover for this. But just because you can do it doesn't mean you should. And let me tell you, I've developed plenty of products that, didn't sell. Some do, some don't. And there's no way for you to really know whether it's going to work or not. Now, luckily, I have had one that's picked up pretty well, and I'm actually to the point now where I'm trying to pre-print a few of them just so I can have a couple on hand. Those single orders are pretty easy to fill in a day's time. But when it gets to 2 and 3 a day, and this product takes 3 hours to print, well, you better have a couple extra if you intend to get your shipments out on time. You know what really annoys me? Look at this print. I don't know if you can see it. You see there's like a white residue. You see it right there, right? There's like a white residue on the bottom of it. I never used to get that until I recently switched to a certain soap, and now that soap is leaving a residue on the bottom of my prints. I have found the solution, which I do anytime I do a 3D print, and it gets the residue. Fire! Perfect. Okay, now, don't do that if you're an idiot. Ask yourself, am I dumb? Could I burn my house down? And if the answer to that is yes, don't do that. So at this point, it's all about product development. I have to reach out to people that work in certain industries and see if there's something that I can create that will make their life easier. Me sitting here trying to understand how someone does their job doesn't make sense. If I talk to people that actually do a certain job, they might be able to inform me of the product that I can create to make their life easy. So moving forward, that's what I'm going to do. Reaching out to people that work in the real world and create products for them to make their life easier. I've seen that works. And I've seen people who have very successful 3D printing businesses that do exactly that. They solve problems for people. Now, I'm making this video basically because I'm holding myself accountable. I've been kind of lazy lately. Not really developing any products, just creating a bunch of products that I already have and expecting them to just take off. I think anytime you get a little bit relaxed, that's when you fall behind. So part of accountability is admitting the fact that you're not doing enough. And I've probably said this 100 times, but if you want to create a successful business, whether it be in 3D printing or not, solve problems for people, and your business will be successful. That's what it really takes. There are exceptions to the rules. Believe me, I know. People sell wiggly dragons all day long and make money. And how? I'm not sure. But if I tried that, I would fail miserably. Me, as a maker, that's not my path. I wish it was. Hey, I wish I could just have a building full of 3D printers, printing out multicolored dragons and making $1 million a year. That'd be awesome. But it's not in the cards for me. I'm a maker. I'm a person that designs things in CAD, and if I'm not doing that exact thing, I'm not happy. So I'm just going to keep pushing forward, and I hope if you're that type of person also, that you're going to keep doing that same thing. Jump in the comments and tell me about some of your struggles and what you're going through to try to get your business off the ground. Maybe we can hash all this out together and figure it out. I don't know. But that's it for today, guys. I appreciate you watching the video, and I'll see you Sunday for the Sunday Ramble. I've got a ton to talk about.